Hey friend, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today's makeup tutorial is for Valentine's Day or any day for that matter, but before we start we must cleanse, moisturize, and prime that skin. Starting off with foundation, I'm using Tarte's Tan Deep Sand. And for my highlight, I'm using the third shade Over in the 5 Camouflage Cream palette by Makeup Forever in the palette number 4. Making sure not to pile too much. I prefer this yellow tone base as opposed to this one that I'm using on my face on the remaining part of my highlight. And this is by Mehron in the shade Dark 2. So yeah, I actually love wearing two different highlight colors, one for my under eye, one for the rest. Moving on to my contour color, this is actually also by Mehron. It comes in the stick form and I honestly cannot recall the name, but I will try my best to list it down in the description box for you. But I'm continuing to contour the rest of my face, and as you can see, I'm slimming my nose, contouring my cheekbones. And when I contour my cheekbones, I actually curve up just a little bit. Moving on with the Beauty Blender that is damp, I go ahead and I actually start with the darker color first, and then I kind of flip it, and then I do the lighter color. For whatever reason, that just works for me. But I love Mehron products because they glide very easy. They're oil-based and they're super easy to work with, so I recommend them. I highly recommend them. Now moving along to powder, I'm using Benigns Banana Powder and the Chestnut Translucent Powder, along with this new one that I got, you guys, by Black Radiance. It comes with a contour color and a bronzer color. It's pretty neat. Moving on to our highlight, setting it with that banana powder, and then I'm using that darker shade, and I'm gonna curve my contour. Okay, that's kind of how I do it. Set the remaining parts of your contour and then go ahead and let it bake, and we're going to comb out our brows before we get started. And I'm using Milani's dark brown dual-sided brow pencil. I'm obsessed with this thing and I've been using it for years. So until I find a better alternative, this is my go-to. Anyway, I actually just go ahead and fill that middle part pretty heavy, and then I just kind of ombre the rest out, making sure to use the spoolie side of the pencil. Cleaning up the brows, of course, is optional, but I like to do it using those two colors and warming it on the back of my hand. I start on the bottom part and then I go up to the edge of the eyebrow and just do one swipe. I'm a one swipe type of chick. I don't like to spend that much time on my eyebrows, you guys, and this actually makes it easier for me. So try it if you haven't. Go ahead and just kind of fix where you can and adjust where you need to, but you're going to end up using that Beauty Blender anyway that's already damp to kind of pat it out and just kind of make it a little bit more seamless, and it's perfect. Alright, so at this point we've already baked long enough, using that bronzer color from the Black Radiance palette in between my highlight and the contour color, and then using the Chestnut color from Benign to just dust away that powder. Onto the eyes, I'm using Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer in the original formula, and then MAC Cosmetics, the Pure Orange eyeshadow as my transition color. This orange eyeshadow by MAC, you guys, has honestly been my obsession for years, so you must get it, especially if you're a darker skin tone. Anyway, moving on to this next crease color, I'm actually using a blush, also by MAC in the color Raisin, and it just brightens it up, as you can see on that one side there. And then Urban Decay's Naked palette, the smaller one in the Naked 2 color. Using the MAC 215 brush, and go ahead and cover the majority of your lid, not too high, just right underneath that crease, and that just allows it to pop even more, as you can see on that one side as well. Now the next color that I'm adding is another blush color by MAC, and this color is in Film Noir, just to add some more dimension. I didn't have the best shot for you guys, sorry about that, but you just want to put it in your crease and just blend it out like you see on that one side there as well. And then the next color will be Crave in that same basic palette by Urban Decay, and you're just going to create an outer V in that crease area and then blend it out. And the brush that I used to apply those two contour colors, Film Noir and Crave, was the MAC 214 brush, and honestly you can use any type of blending brush just to get the rest of it blended out. And now that our eyeshadow is set, it's time to move on to liquid eyeliner, my favorite. And this product, you guys, is my favorite. I've been using it for years. You can get it at Target. It's NYC, the color 887 and Pure Black. Sorry I didn't have the best shot for you guys when I filmed this. I didn't realize it till after. My hand was just in the way. But anyway, you want to create a minimal wing like you see there. Next is eyeliner, which happens to be waterproof, and it's a gel-based eyeliner, so it will go on smooth. Sorry for that shot, you guys, but just apply it midway on the inner lid. And using the MAC 214 brush to blend it out a little bit better. And then I'm also going to grab the color Faint from the Urban Decay palette just to smoke it out a little bit. Now time to highlight using Becca's Champagne Pop in the inner corner of her eyes along with underneath that eyebrow area. Honestly, you guys, this is optional. You don't have to do this, but when you don't highlight, that's what it looks like versus when you do. So it is your call. Apply a little bit right there underneath as well to make it pop. And then on the higher parts of your cheekbone where the light naturally hits it, highlight, highlight, highlight. So yeah, you get the point. Moving on to blush, we're using Raisin by MAC, the same one that we use on our eyelids, and in between that highlight and the contour. And then now onto lips. This is my favorite, Kat Von D's Damned. It's always sold out, but it's a beautiful color. And on dark skin tones, it kind of looks like a very dark chocolate. Sometimes it's weird. Anyway, when you apply liquid lipsticks, you guys, it could be very difficult if you're not used to it. So just go ahead and apply it like you see here as best as you can to the edge of your lip where you want it. And then that's just going to be the first layer. When you go ahead and apply that second layer where we're at here, you want to apply it like you would with like nail polish, if that even makes any sense. Pretty much you want to get a good amount of the product as close to the edge as possible, and then with that product being there, you can push it up and drag it along at the same time. That way you'll have a clean defined line that you won't have to go back and clean up. It's kind of hard to explain, but practice makes perfect, and you can see how full and clean that top part is versus the bottom. And as you may already know, liquid lipsticks are super drying, so make sure to get that inner part, you guys, so there's not that awkward setting. And then moving on to mascara, I'm using Urban Decay's Provision, combing out with a clean spoolie, and then applying the mascara as you see here. And this is optional, but I'm going to amplify this look with falsies. This is by Kiss, and I'm going to leave the product info below. Go ahead and apply your eyelash glue, and this one is actually black as opposed to the white, so it dries better, and then you're all set with your lashes. And there you have it. That completes our makeup look. This is the before and this is the after. I'm actually super satisfied with how this turned out, and I hope you guys liked it too. If you were wondering what was going on up here, make sure to click that link up there and go ahead and check out the video of how I accomplished these beautiful beach waves via Bantu knots. So yeah guys, just go ahead and check out my latest video, and if you like this video, let me know by subscribing. Have a good one and stay blessed.